Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam UTM Sanjungan Bangsa. Greetings ladies and gentlemen, members of the audience. Welcome to MISE Petroleum Industry Talk, brought to you by Society of Petroleum Engineers, University Technology Malaysia Student Chapter. Before we start the session, let's recite the Al-Fatihah to bless our forum today. Respectable Mr. Ezamy Adlan, CEO MISE Eadie, Mr. Haji Bahrom Madon as the Custodian Production Technologist for Petronas, Mr. Khairul Nizam Idris, the Principal Production Technologist for Petronas Ganie, Mr. Eadie Azhar, SR Manager Integrated Sand Management, and Mr. Mior Yusni Principal Production Technologist Petronas Ganie. My name is Nur Amira Ahmad, first-year student of Petroleum Engineering. I will be your MC for today's event. Before we start the session, I would like to briefly explain the safety protocol in case of any emergency. In the event of an emergency, please remain calm and prepare yourselves for any possible evacuation. Using the exit door, which is nearest to you, which is located in front and back door of this room. Direct yourselves to the assembly area, Zone 1, as shown in the map in front, which is located in front of N0112. Without further ado, let's move on to the main agenda for the event. Before we start, I would like to introduce our moderator and panels first. Introducing our moderator for today's meeting, Dr. Anak. He has a strong academic background, having graduated with a Bachelor of Engineering Petroleum and Master of Petroleum Engineering from University Technology Malaysia, and Doctor of Philosophy in Petroleum Engineering from University Technology Petronas. Dr. Ganie has worked as a reservoir engineer for Sarawak Shell Berhad and Petrofac. Currently, he is serving as a senior lecturer at University Technology Malaysia. We are honored to have Dr. Ganie as our moderator today. It is my pleasure to introduce our first panelist, Mr. Ezamy Adlan, having graduated with a degree in Engineering Chemical from the University of Malaya in 2005. Currently, he is the CEO and the co-founder of MISE Energy Sdn Bhd, a company that he co-founded in 2019. Our second panelist, Mr. Haji Bahrom Madon, a graduate from University Technology Malaysia in 1990. He is currently serving as the Group Technical Authority for Petronas and the Custodian of Production Technology in the Center of Excellence Upstream. The third panelist, Mr. Khairul Idris. He served as a member of SPE Asia Pacific Regional Technical Advisory Committee and supports SPE event in the region as a program committee member and session chair. Currently, he works as Principal of Production Technology for Malaysia Petroleum Management at Petronas. Next panelist, Mr. Eadie Azhar. Mr. Eadie is a graduate from University Technology Malaysia in 2002. Currently, he holds the position of SR Manager Integrated Sand Management. Please join me in welcoming the first panelist, the next panelist, Mr. Mior Yusni Ahmad. He holds a degree in Engineering of Petroleum from UTM. Currently, he is the Principal Production Technologist at Petronas Ganie Sdn Bhd. Each of our panelists bring a unique and diverse background to the discussion, and I have no doubt that their contributions will provide us with a rich and thought-provoking conversation. So without further ado, please join me in giving a warm round of applause to our panelists. I will now pass the floor to our moderator, Dr. Ganie.
Thank you to the Master of Ceremony, Ms. Mior. So a very good morning once again to our panel, our esteemed panel, staff academic staff of UTM, and also our beloved students. So this forum is actually for our petroleum engineering students because they have a lot of questions asking. They were asking to us, is there any future for them in the next 20, 30 years? Because let's say they are graduated from UTS with Bachelor of Petroleum Engineer at the age of 24 and they retire at the age of 60, they have another 36 years of service ahead of them. So basically, what they were asking was, is there a future for them in 2050 or 2060? Okay. Given the situation, we already post-pandemic of COVID-19 with the inflation and also the oil prices, the volatility of the oil prices up and down. Is there any future for the volunteers? And given from the Petronas activity outlook 2023 to 2025, Petronas is focusing and geared up towards the clean energy and also the hydrogen energy. So, what's left for the petroleum engineering student? Okay, maybe we can start with our panel. Who wants to start first? Or maybe before that, let me introduce which one is who. Panel number one. Panel number one, because the Master of Ceremony just introduced basics, so I'll show you who is who. To my left is Mr. Ezamy Adlan, the CEO of MISE Energy. Number two, my second left is Haji Bahrom, the Custodian of Technologist in Petronas. Number three, next to Haji Bahrom is Nizam, the Principal of Production Technologist. And number four, next to Khairul is Mr. Azhar over there. And then the far left is Mr. Mior, Principal of Production Technologist. So, to all of the students at the back, feel free to use this forum and ask the question directly to the panel. Okay? So, who wants to start first? Is there any future for them?
Let me take that. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. So, come back to where you belong. So, I'm an honor to be like this platform. So, I talk about the future of the petroleum industry per se. I joined Petronas back then in 1985. So everyone is asking why are you opt for this program? Knowing that the future of petroleum industry will last only 20 years. Back then, I served for 32 years. Okay, and we are still progressing. And now we are still talking about another 30 years or even more. So as we mature the industry, there's a lot of things came up. So then it's break into branches. So there's many activities involved. So as far as the future, it is actually a lot more diversified. For example, in the last 20-30 years, we are focusing on oil. But now we are focusing on the gas. And also how to manage the gas. Now the CTR is coming in, how to manage the contaminant, and easy oil is no longer available for everyone. So things get more challenging. But right, we need more people to work on it. Okay? Although the industry has progressed with the help of technology, but still we need people to push it further. Right? So we need to say the human capital is still required to make the research industry going on. Okay, so don't worry so much about the future. The future is always available for. It's just a matter of when it is basically depending on the supply-demand situation. At the time, we see the downturn where the job opportunity is pretty much lesser as usual, as compared to usual. But there are times which everyone is pushing to produce everything. like now, for example, yeah, post-pandemic situation, everyone are trying to reinstate what they have started earlier. So there are opportunities, but don't be too concentrate on something that what you want to do. Right? So as long as it is a bit related, use your intelligence to connect it together within the industry. That is where you can expand the petroleum industry to provide more opportunity for everyone.
I agree with that point. Even in 1985, we are asking the same question, is there any future? And again, in 2023, we are asking again, is there any future? I'm pretty sure in 2050, we will be asking again, is there any future? Yes. Okay, the same trend line you can see. Okay, so for other panelists, do you want to add some points? If there is any future for our young talents?
Yeah, maybe I can just add in a bit. Before that, thank you very much, UTM, for inviting us to be here. And I guess this is a part of our contribution back to the so I think Haji already mentioned with regards to the historical trend that we see with regards to oil and gas. Even back then, people will always try to ask, is there any future for PE, right? Even now, it's even more worse because you're talking about electrification, renewables, and so on. But again, if you see from now, we are still fueling our car with hydrocarbons, right? And I think this will be always been there for a certain point of time. If you look into some of the statistics and also they were mentioning that it's so difficult for us to really relinquish the whole of hydrocarbon energies in totality. So what will happen has maybe a mixture of energy within the industry. So you have a mixture of the renewables, the hydrocarbons, and etc. And in fact, right now, if we talk about oil and gas industry, we are moving into much more sustainable operations. So you're talking about how we should actually track our GHG emission. This is where the carbon capture storage comes into a picture, where you start to manage your CO2 emissions or not. The whole of this intends pretty much to ensure our industry as a whole still reliable, sustainable, and maintain for another decade or even more. Right? So this is my view. So it's not only your guys. I mean, even I was also thinking whether my kids needs to go for petroleum engineers. But as long as we are actually extracting hydrocarbon from the ground, PE will always be there. Even in fact, if you were to go for renewable mixture of energy, even we are doing a capture, storage, and also sequestration, the PE portion will still need to be there. So it's just that the traditional way of PE might be changing. I think this is where maybe later other panels also will touch about how we can actually add values into our PE fraternity. Right? Okay, I stop there.
Really, I want to add a little bit. Okay. As a small industry player that we serve operators such as Petroleum, we probably see challenges after challenges for the next 5 or 10 years. Of course, we want to operate longer as a business entity, right? So we require expert. Okay, how we gonna develop expert? We don't afford to take expat, but of course we have to develop a local expat, that global in the market. So that's where we foresee that petroleum engineering still marketable and still there's a demand. Okay. Yes, in our pipeline also we foresee whatever initiative that been created by Petronas as a Moderator in Malaysia, we have to align. Okay, we don't want to do something that not jive with the opportunities. in the sense that, of course, we have to monetize whatever opportunities, and then, yeah, we as a local company, we want to develop a local content, local talent. So that's where we started with those Unix program. In fact, it probably takes time, but we have to start somewhere. Yeah.
How about Adlan? Do you want to add some points? Mr. Say.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Okay, I have to come back to where I start again, about 25 years ago. Okay, and I just want to add a bit about what Ezamy mentioned in terms of the future of manpower. We can see that currently, if you look at within Malaysia itself, in the oil industry, we still have a lot of expatriates in the PE fraternity. So, if we want to build local content, I think it's still a lot of room that you can go in to fill up the position or requirement for the local for in Malaysia. If you see also, basically one more area, if you see that a lot of our graduates from even UTP, from UTM, or even Khairul in Petroleum, still can get opportunity to work outside the country even after the graduation. Then I just look at the market for industry now is still growing actually. Okay? So within the next few years, I believe that Nizam mentioned, because the energy business now is getting bigger, so the PE requirement for our industry will grow further. That's why I just added on that.
Yeah, if I may, just really asking Coke, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak to my podcast. I was here as well so just a little bit add on the motivation part. I think if you think there is future, I was wondering the same thing 20 years ago. When I contacted them at that time, there is another subject or disciplinary courses that really introduced and very a lot of people at that time, which is computer science. Right? Some of my friends is dropped from engineering and joined computer science, but I'm still stick with it. But now after 21 years, I think is we are still here, and then the business is expanding. So I think 20 years ago, you never heard about the COVID-19, right? And shale gas, shale oil, right? I think now the industry is expanding. Right? I think now it's coming to CUS. And then this energy mix will always continue. And then the growing of the third world country, I think we will grow, right? And then it's going to provide the energy. Right? I think we still going to be relevant. And what we can do is keep motivated and swing what we have now. Okay, and keep moving on.
This is a very good point made from our panel. Mixture of energy in the future, and also a very challenging situation for you. There is no more easy on. There is no more conventional on. So there will be type gas, shell gas, shell on. Okay, let's keep the ball rolling. I will now open the forum to the students. If you have any questions, please state your name and then shoot the question to the panel. Okay, let's start. Anybody wants to ask the question? Okay, we have one.
My name is Wanar Sofia binti Mama Asbullah. I have a question about clean energy. So what are the roles of Petronas in developing clean energy? That's all for me.
You want to start? It's the Custodian, the production.
When we talk about the clean energy, we must go back to the carbon emission concept. How can we reduce as much or not utilizing any carbon change in the process? Okay. as far as companies Petronas, we have embarked on a couple of initiatives. Okay. First is we have set up a new division called New Energy, which is focused on green energy. The first thing that they look at is solar. So then for solar businesses, so we have acquired and set up a couple of subsidiaries. So even for us, we are encouraging the staff to install the solar panels at home, at least to start with. So that kind of effort has started and still going on. The business expansion will always be there as far as the green energy. The other one is talking about the study on hydrogen. But this is, people talk about hydrogen, but at the moment, who has commercialized? None, right? People have tried. They have tried in small island, for example, in UK. Okay, but it works, but it's only for small community in Australia, but never in commercial. So the journey will take a long way. This is similar when we talk about how to extract methane from hydrogen. Right? There's a lot of result, huge result in the world from methane hydrogen, but who can commercialize it? People have studying to commercialize methane hydrogen for the last 40, 50 years, but until now. So let's hope the young generation could come up with some crazy idea to make it a lot simpler and efficient way of extracting. So this is similar to the new energy. Yeah? So as the industry of the new energy getting bigger, so they will find this how to make it more efficient and more cheaper, right, for everyone. Okay. Again, as a company, we are cutting off the carbon emissions right away. Otherwise, you will be penalized. So, for example, for next year target for operator like Petroleum, we have been instructed to cut down the carbon emission. Otherwise, you cannot produce. So, this is when you produce, you will produce CO2. It's like that, right? So, you need to control it. So, when you control it, you control your total production actually. Yeah? So, you need to start a balance and to show your commitment to the host authority that you are complying with them. So we are doing something about it, and we are serious about it. Even in last couple of years, Petronas have taken our vision. We call it moving forward together, 50-30. So zero is zero emission. Zero emission in 2050. So that is our it's a company. And we have made known to everyone around the world that we are very serious about it. We are behind the protocol that everybody has signed. So that is why we have started doing something.
There's a very good points from Haji as well. Okay. So Petronas is doing something about it. They even created a new division for it. And how about Petronas Bintari? There is a business entity.
Yeah.
Petronas Bintari. So
Petronas Bintari is for EV, right? So they provide a lot of station for charging because we start using electric vehicle, right? But I would say that the acceptance by the public is quite low. But along the way, I think when it comes to the future, they expect that a lot more EV will be available in Malaysia. Yeah? So that's why Petronas quickly gives the Jentari. So that Jentari will lead into where the area of focus where they should start the business and where to expand the business. For example, if you use EV right now, it's quite difficult for you to get fast charger along the north-south area. There are few available, but not every station will be there. So hopefully TMB also provided that also. So there are many people also doing the same thing. So as a business entity, we will face that challenge, and we have our own aim how to make the business success.
That's a good point. So basically, Petronas are doing something about it. Okay, they will not be left behind. They will take over the business. There's a very good outlook for them. Okay. Any questions?
And maybe some of the in the future there is opportunity for you to join this human meeting.
Business development. Okay, any other question from the students?
My name is Idris. I want to ask you, Ganie, what is the industry expectation for master petroleum engineering student in the next few years to come?
Expectation from industry. I will ask that with someone.
I think we're expecting more. Okay. Many. But let's focus on this key word we've been discussing internally within our team. Not only students, even working level, okay, like us, we have to adapt with changes, adaptability with changes. Why is important? Because we foresee that post-COVID, this pandemic thing, a lot of changes happen, not only in working environment as well as in our life. So let's focus on the working environment. So most of industry, not only oil and gas, change in terms of working schedule, remotely, and then changes in business direction, changes in addition of business portfolio. So employee, for example, we have to adapt with those opportunities, what we call as a business, we call as opportunities, how to address it properly. But in terms of students, of course, the mindset is very important, okay, because we expecting changes might happen in short time. Okay. So that's the key that I think personally is important for all of us, not only students, to adapt with changes.
That's a very good point as well. Adaptability. So embrace the changes. There will not be a stagnant or constant point of time. So you need to adapt to various challenges that you will be facing in the future. Okay, any other points you
I think started the journey towards your in the industry. For example, once you finish your PE program, that is actually your starting journey. So whatever that you have actually harnessed within this period is only like your first passport. Regardless whether your CGPA is low, high, medium, that is only first like first entrance to the industry. Whenever you join the industry, that is actually the first of your journey. So remember, if for example you got a very high CGPA and suddenly you come into the industry, things are getting much more demanding for you. So I think for me, as a fresh graduate, two things is very important. One is your passion, second is your drive. This is actually not related to any of your results. Once you go into the industry, I believe these two things is the one that making whether you will be successful, because there will be a huge difference in terms of maneuvering yourself in the company. So for example, if you are joining a multinational company, the work different associates are different. If you are within a solution partner, for example, the experience and also traits is also different. As long as you can actually maintain these two things, I think you are in a good shape. Please, because sometimes people mention that, okay, I've got a job with this company as a lot, fine. But that is only the starting journey of it. you need to actually start to learn new things. There's a lot of things that you are not learning in the universities. That is actually you need to pick up when you start your career. And this is the one that will somehow push you in the next, like Haji at 32 years. Because this is a marathon, I mean 32 years compared to your studying 4 tahun. But what makes you motivate throughout the whole 32 years? I baru separuh jalan.
I think if I may add a little bit, I think the industry is always evolved and always changing. Right? There's no more easy oil. Okay, I think if you weigh in terms of our discovery rate, you feel Malaysia is getting into more, right? And then we are dealing with a lot of field crisis. And then all this is challenging for the industry, right? And then we have to be creative, right? And then we have to be adapt to new technology, for us can extract this much more efficiently, right? So this is the thing that we should get. And currently we are playing with big data, right? Which is, I think this is a good area for you guys to get knowledge in terms of AI and overstate. I think if I'm looking for keys or looking for ideas, if they have that additional skills on this dealing with big data, AI, knowledge, overstate, I think it's completely connected and as well. I think you use leverage knowledge and skill on this one, okay, to make use of solution.
I think let me add a bit. Since I'm more on the more technical point of view, because my routine work more reviewing on the technical things. I'd like to give you a bit of head up in terms of expectation that you need to be prepared. For me, at first you need to be adopt to the digitalization. If you come back in your 20, 25 years, when I come to the UTM, even you come to final year project, we presented the paper of final project just using transparency, use casualty. Nowadays, you are on PowerPoint mode, you have a good presentation. You have to adopt to technology, digitalization, and AI, like Mr. Eadie mentioned. Because now, even inside our development concept, even field development study, you have to get more, a bit of exposure in terms of technology, in terms of software. That will be make yourself a bit easy when come to industry later. You are not struggling to learn back or you need to learn this software. At least you aware what are the software with regard to the dynamic simulation or stress analysis or corrosion. At least you aware that you will have a bit in terms of your to speed up in terms of pace to growth in the industry. The second portion, to get try to adopt or try to get more, learn through the journal or something, learn what are the technology now people developing. Because every time, every 2-3 months, you can see the vendors come up with new technology. If you just focusing on current technology that you learn at university, you will left. Because I remember 20 years, 25 years when I come here, we don't talk about, when we talk about send control, simple screen. But nowadays, we have a lot kind of screen, various type of screen. So that's why try to get attend any conference if possible, or through the whatever channel. Now we can get whatever the technology from the YouTube. When you just Google and say this technology, you can see. You can a lot of paper you can download from the net as well. So get exposed to the technology. For sure, it will help you when you graduate from university later. It will make your growing in the industry pace will be more faster. Okay, that's my suggestion to you in terms of expectation when you want to grow to the industry.
agree with that point. So basically, if I can conclude it, passion and drive. You must have passion and also you must have motivation in order to go into the industry. Second, the big data is already coming, and then you need to develop yourself, okay, for this future. And also be a tech savvy. Join the conference, update your knowledge about what's the latest technology that the oil and gas industry is currently using. Okay. Okay. So next question from the student. Is there any? Okay. At the back there.
Okay. I'm Huben from first year. My question is, so does that means CGPA doesn't matter to a higher PE student?
From the lecturer point of view,
I think I would like to agree with you. It is better, but it is not the only thing that we look at. So what we look at is that the wholesome of the person. Okay? For example, when you come for the interview, you look at the way you speak, the way you respond to questions, okay, how positive you are, how open-minded you are when we talk about something. Okay? So we know that. And I've been a recruiter for many times, including the aspects that. So we know that when you talk about it, the way you respond, briefly, whether it is accurate or not, we know what kind of person you are. So whether you are potentially a manager, a specialist, blah, blah, blah. This is just perception. Okay? What more important is that you need to make sure you equip yourself is the minimum knowledge required. Minimum knowledge required meaning to say when you obtain your degree, for example, okay, everyone got something at least. But along the way, you probably will use it, okay, maybe not all, some of it for a start. Okay, for example, when you doing some small simulation, for example, then you will try to imagine what are those data that required. That kind of thing. So, not worry so much about your academic result, although academic result is also important. Okay, because let's say a bunch of you, 50 people go for interview for 3 positions. So this is where people will start to kind of who will be the first, second, in order of priority. When they look at you, sometimes people with strong academic doesn't mean that they can be in the industry. Yeah? That's why opportunity for you all is huge. If you are able to go to industry, you go to the academic kind of career path. Or you can even go to the research mode. You very pretty much like what you are doing, so don't bother for other people, go to research. kind of thing. So the academic qualification is a license for you to go further. So the better you are in terms of the academic qualification, the more opportunity lies in front of you.
Just a bit. By the way, I like your shirt. So, as I mentioned just now, during your period, during your degree period, it is only the first phase of your life. Yes, as Haji mentioned, CGPA to a certain extent is important, but that is not the ultimate license. There are also some other traits that you need to pick up, and I think when you are in this journey of this phase, you should pick up. This is all the leadership traits yang you kena ada, the ability for you to work with other people, the ability for you to actually do a problem solving systematically. So those are some of other things on top of your CGPA. Right? So it doesn't mean that, for example, you have a very high CGPA, and guarantee you to be accept your learning. We have seen a lot of cases where excel in but very difficult to work with people. So in industry, you need to work with a lot of people. The ability for you to balance your technical and also your interpersonal skills is also important. So take this opportunity when you are in this phase to actually develop that. I think you have a lot of venues, right? I mean, organize event, sports and so on. Those are something that you will pick up to develop yourself. So bila you masuk kerja nanti, tak adalah cakap the whole thing yang you belajar you tak pakai sebenarnya. But the ability for you to solve any problem systematically, your ability to work with people is also equally important. So I think try to develop that lah. So macam Haji cakap, bila dia interview tahu lah dia macam mana. So that kind of personality. So whenever that we want people to come to industry, to certain company, we evaluate people who's not only academic portion, but it's also the other part of it.
Like Mr. Nizam mentioned, the way that you need to expose yourself, people like when I see SPE-UTM student, it's close to my heart because I have part of the SPE student before, in 1995, 96. Okay, I don't know whether my name is still there or not. Vice President for the SPE student at that time. Okay, you need to expose the industry, get to know if they get opportunity to know the people for industry, get to know now. Okay, put the name. Okay. That's how sometimes it helps you when it comes to the future. At least you know what other people think. Okay? Okay? I just add a bit that that's Eadie. If you have anything.
I just want to mention straight. It does matters lah. That's because okay. I think back then this is the only petroleum engineering house in Malaysia. Okay, so maybe it matters or it may not at the time, but now there's a lot of competition out there as well. Okay, I think there's many other industries as well for engineers, right? So I believe scoring is more bagusan. So, but I said, really, it's not the only way. It's not the only way. I have friends that just give me information. I think it's not very good certificate, but currently he's very successful businessman for the oil industry.
I just to not tell, I'm also not a good certificate. Below 3. I'm below 3. My certificate is below 3. But at that time, 25 years ago, the competition is not as hot now.
Kalau sebalik, shift over there.
Okay, maybe a little bit. Okay, I think now generation you have this luxury, resources. You have your smartphone. You can, compare last time. But when I started my career, there's no internet. In early 2000, yeah, probably, but there's no guidance. How you want to move forward. When your CGPA, not high flyer, right? So nowadays you can plan. Of course, you will get a higher CGPA, but there's a comparison, difference between from one student to other student. Okay, but you can always search. Okay, how you can be good after you graduate to become an employee. So as for company, of course, when we scout for leadership or fresh graduate, we scout from different kind of CGPA level, right? So and then we bring them in the team and then we assess them equally. So from there we can evaluate okay for this kind of person, this high CGPA probably is good in this particular area, or this particular student or employee that lower CGPA a bit, probably he's good on a bit more patient, more effort, something like that. So don't feel that it's not end of the day, okay, when your CGPA is not high flyer, but always put focus, and then as Haji mentioned, it's a marathon. So maybe you're not successful in academic, but probably you'll be successful in the future.
Okay. So basically, what can I conclude here is the CGPA does matter, but it's not the ultimate. Once you get the interview, it's just the passport for you to enter. And then after that, you have to shine all through the way. Okay? Okay, we almost come to the end of our session. So maybe we can share some concluding remarks from our panel. Maybe we can start from far left to this.
Okay, concluding remark. I put that this that in general, you can see that the industry of the future for petroleum engineer is still growing. Okay, but indeed, my advice to all of you, okay, try to whatever that you learn now during your study is actually very good. It's a fundamental for your future. Make sure that you have a good good in what's are the fundamental, and come to the industry later. It's just a matter to use that. Pick up back whatever your fundamental and to excel further, to expand and then plus with the technology and everything, you can inshallah be success in the future. Okay, that's all for myself.
Alright, of course, the industry is always evolving, okay, and then it's become more changing. But we just we will try and survive, and then we will make ourselves relevant, okay, in coming future for the okay. But don't think much about the future because probably you cannot come to what in the future or you want to what you have right now. Okay, please, okay, I think we can do what we have right now. Try to excel whatever that we can do. Okay, that should be possible to get for the future.
Okay. I guess to build on to what I've mentioned before with regards to the energy mix, with regards to the capability, the CGPA thingy that we discussed just now, I think it's also important for you to create your network even now. You don't know that actually your neighbor sit beside you today will be one of the important guys lah in industry. So maintain that rapport relationship. You'll never know. Right? That's and I think whatever that you do here in the academic period of your life is important. Pick up all the things that you can in order for you to enrich your own personal skills, because that will matter. So whenever that you go into the industry, whenever you started your journey as a worker later on, nobody will come and say, oh, okay, it's all self-driven. So this is actually what matters to you. If you already are used to it, to drive things by your own, it will be very easy for you to maneuver in your career journey. Again, I'm not trying to say that CGPA is not matters. As mentioned, it's important. So don't go back and no. So that is, I think that's the conclusion that I'd like to make.
So I think what you should focus on is pretty much on the first thing that you need to do is complete your study in disciplined way, okay, and also get the personal skills. Okay, this is important. I'm telling you now. People are looking for a quality person rather than a qualified. Okay. So So take opportunity while you are studying in classroom or while you are engaging with outsiders to practice that, okay? And do it as best as you can. Because this is a learning time here. Before you deliver something which is time to do business environment, so that you can take it. Okay. So by having that, you will build your confidence. So that is really important. So because I learned it hard. I learned my hard time last time because nobody guided us. When I joined industry, not many senior at that point of time. Yeah? So I'm struggling in the early part of my career. But alhamdulillah, I managed to get it through. But I would say that you have a lot of opportunity for you to practice. Okay? So if you have a great course out for that, rather than you have to try to engage with some small company, with very specific work, and even the manufacturing company, even something like that. Although you think that this is not directly related to engineer, but as long as it is related to engineer, it will for you. So you might use it down the road, but you never.
Okay. From my view, I think try to equip yourself with soft skills. The technical is one thing. Okay. Since you have time, during your studies, then you can assess, those internet. You can attend those seminar, webinar. Try to learn new things. Okay. Try to meet people. Try to socialize. Try to think out of the box. Meet senior people, with industry people, with lecturers, with experience. Try to be focused. Don't give up when you fail. Okay? Try to be perseverance along the way. That's my thought. Right.
So there's a very good comments, very good forum for us, which try to petroleum engineer for future energy industry. So basically, there is a future for you. Very short form to answer that question. There is a future. Very uncertain, but you have to be adaptable to the changes. Okay? So I want to thank us once again to our panel for today.
Can I ask them a question? So what made you think it is so difficult for you to engage with the industry?
Anybody want to answer? The student?
So you don't have a proper agenda or
They have the barrier.
The question is why it's very hard for you to engage the industry.
Yeah.
It takes time for you.
Basically, you don't have the right question.
Please.
My name is Idris. So I'm currently in fourth year. Maybe when I'm in first year, second year, maybe I did engage more with the industry people because I think that's not the right time, or maybe I should engage with them during the internship. And then maybe another thing maybe not clear with how to engage with them, so what we should ask them, like how to communicate with them. So that's the barrier for students. If personally, first year, second year, we are not that knowledgeable enough to engage with professions. So that's the reason. So when I meet a profession, so what should I ask them? And besides, can I get a job in Petronas?
Ask them how much is their salary. Are you handsomely prepared? Ask that question.
Certain question like that might be other than in terms of education, a bit challenging enough for students to ask a profession. That's the only thing.
So probably you can start off with Ada this type of professional